Dogbite 3.1 from USA Knifemaker. The TLDR of this is you should buy one right now before they all sell out, because this is the first Bailey that's not shit that hasn't sold out immediately. In fact, this is really awesome and hasn't sold out immediately, which begs the question, how large a run must they have made of them? Because these things are fantastic. Flipping it initially really put me in mind, actually, of the Benchmade 42, which is, of course, the daddy. Now, there are three types of people in the world. People who know that the 42 is the daddy. There are people who haven't figured it out yet. And then there are people who are salty as fuck because they can't get their hands on one. At the end of the day, it's important to understand two things. One, it is the daddy. And two, being the daddy doesn't mean that it's the best Bailey ever made. I've been in this game for a long fucking time. I remember when these things were the hot new thing. I remember when they came out with the spring latch, you know, all of it. You can see it's developed a bit of handle play over the years. It came with a bit of handle play too. You know, again, it's not perfect, but there's a real beauty and delicacy and, I don't know, specialness to the 42. I like the way it feels. You can go as slow or as fast as you want. You can also try some sort of aerial and drop it off of your deck into rocks if you want, but I don't. So you'll notice my tip is still intact because I fuck up trainers rather than nice knives. This thing feels like it's a bit heavier in the hand. It lacks a little bit of that delicacy, a little bit of the longitudinal sort of texturing and grippiness of the 42 is gone, but I really love this knife. I think it's a little bit heavier, and we're going to go over the scale here and find out. So, it's 125.5, give or take the wind. That's 141.5, give or take the wind. So yeah, it is a little heavier, but as far as all the people whining about, ooh, the handles are too short, don't be a wanker. The handles are not too short. You can see, again, if you go tip to tip, a smidgen shorter than the 42. It's got plenty of real estate to flip. If you can't flip a knife with this short a handle, you know, you need to figure out what you're doing. And just beautiful detailing, I would say. You know, it's a nicely rounded spine. Everything's been dehorned, stone washed, or what have you. They've gone in here with chamfer and cut a little chamfer. Now, I will say, what was it? I'm Not a Real Boy, or whatever the fuck he goes by on YouTube these days. He pointed out that there was some imperfections. Where is it? Yeah, right here around the screw chamfers. My guess is they didn't go in here with like a zero flute countersink on a CNC or something like that. They went in with just a 45 degree chamfer and cut all of these, you know, in the same profile and hit this as well. But it's such a light pass, any imperfection really shows up, and I'm guessing, you know, tool deflection or something else, maybe just chip, chowdering, whatever the fuck, who knows, could account for this. I swear to God, if he hadn't pointed it out, I never would have noticed. It's totally not relevant. Don't care. Not a big deal. I'm just perpetuating people nitpicking now, which I feel sort of bad for. But the nit I want to pick is that this edge, it'll shave hair, not great, but it does have a burr on it. Ever so slight a burr. I can totally, on just part of it, just down here, and I can totally, that's not a scratch, that's my grody arm hair. I can totally see how somebody in QC would have missed that, so I'm not griping, but it does mean, you know, I'm going to have to go in and touch it up, and that's fine. But, no, it's a great knife, and it hasn't sold out immediately, and it's a great price. It's fun to flip, it's comfortable. It's fantastic. It does have a latch gate. I know some people, yeah, you can never count on it with the Bailey company, but yeah, the latch will not contact the blade, unlike some significantly worse knives. yeah, just like I said, just buy it. I mean, at the end of the day, even if this isn't your dream Bailey, you want USA Knifemaker to keep making more knives and to come out with the clips for these and all this other stuff, because they can deliver them on time. They can apparently make enough of them to keep them in stock for more than 24 hours, which is more than a lot of fucking companies in this industry can say. You know, I'm looking at you, Squid, BRS, Hom, you know, go down the list, can't keep them in stock, which means, you know, even if the price is great, right, you know, a Hom is comparatively very well priced, but if you can't keep it in stock, it's not relevant, because you know, people will buy them to scalp them. It's in essence, if you look at currency, it's like currency manipulation, and it doesn't work. And, you know, we can see the results here, right? It's just like, or the Squid trainers. It's supposed to be a nice, cheap trainer. The problem is, it's not a nice, cheap trainer because you can't get one, except on the secondary market, where it costs what the actual value is, or probably higher than the actual value, because now people are scalping them for perceived, you know, increase, whatever. The point is, these are in stock. They're fantastic. They're made by a reputable company, actually run by a friend of a friend. And yeah, no, I would support these guys, even if this isn't your dream knife, because you want them to think that this is a great idea and that they want to build more of these. Just so we can see the play. Come on, fuck off, latch. Focus, you fuck. There we go. And just, I'm partially bending the handle here to show this play, but just a whisker of play. I mean, the bushing system, again, it's something that makes sense. Why aren't other companies doing it? I'm looking at you, literally almost everyone else. I mean, Microtech and a few custom makers and stuff, they're using bearings, fine, that's glorious. Keep using bearings. But if you're not using bearings, you know, this is not the early 2000s when the 42 came out. We now know that bushings are glorious and make manufacturing easier. They hold tight tolerances. You should be using them. If you're not using them, shame on you. So yeah, no, fantastic knife. I love it. I think people should buy it. And you probably won't regret it if you do buy it. And the handles are not too short. Thanks for watching and enjoying my nice, almost 8-minute rant. I'll see you at the next video.